Hey guys, what is up? Today we're making my Premier League final day predictions. With the title up for grabs, everything is to play for. First up is Sheffield United versus Tottenham. We all know how bad Sheffield United's defence is. They conceded 8 goals to Newcastle at home in one game, and have conceded 101 goals so far. Sheffield United are already relegated, so they have nothing to play for. Tottenham also have nothing to play for after they lost any hopes of getting top 4 after a 2-0 loss to Man City on Tuesday. I think they have lost 5 of their last 6 games. But although Tottenham are in bad form, I think they'll destroy Sheffield United like most other teams have done by winning 5-1. Next up is Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa secured Champions League football next season after Man City's 2-0 win against Tottenham. Aston Villa definitely been partying, and Crystal Palace are unbeaten in their last 6 games, which includes a win at Anfield and a battering of Man United. I think Crystal Palace will end the season strong with a 2-1 win. Next up is Luton versus Fulham. This will be Luton's last Premier League game in potentially ages, as it would take both Luton to destroy Fulham and Burnley to destroy Nottingham Forest, but I don't see that happening though. I think Luton will go out with a bang and win 2-1. Next up is Burnley versus Nottingham Forest. Burnley have already been relegated and don't have anything to play for, and Nottingham Forest are basically safe from relegation, as they're 3 points ahead of Luton, but they have a goal difference that's 12 better than Luton's. I'll see this game being 1-1 draw. Next up is Brighton versus Man United. Brighton have nothing to play for, but with a loss could still drop down 3 places to 13th. Man United could still sneak into 6th place with a win, but it's very unlikely as Chelsea would have to get battered by Bournemouth. Man United would have to batter Brighton. 7th is a more realistic hope, as they need to win and hope for Newcastle to drop points. However, I see Brighton ending the season with a bang and win 3-2. Next up is Brentford versus Newcastle. Newcastle could end the season as high as 6th, but they would have to rely on Bournemouth to do them a favour. Newcastle have been plagued with injuries this season, but ending the season of European football, whether it be Conference League or Europa League, will be a good season for Newcastle. I think they'll secure 7th with a 1-1 draw and secure Conference League football for next season, a competition they would be one of the favourites for and could potentially win. The last game in the battle for Europe is Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth were safe in mid-table and a win would secure 6th place for them, for Chelsea, which would give them a Europa League spot alongside their London rivals Tottenham, who've already secured 5th. If you asked a Chelsea fan whether it was a good season or not, I think they'd say yes. And after 28 games, they were down in 11th and looking at a second mid-table finish in a row. Instead, they're 1 win away from securing a Europa League spot, and I think they'll do so with a 3-1 win. Next up will be an emotional game for Liverpool fans like me. Liverpool take on Wolves at Anfield in what will be Klopp's final Liverpool game. He's achieved so much with Liverpool, so there will be plenty of tears and more water than there is at Old Trafford. I think Klopp will go out with a bang and win 3-1. Next up is the first of the 2 title-deciding games. Arsenal take on Everton, and a win would give Arsenal small hope of winning the title, but they still have to rely on Man City slipping up. Everton have nothing to play for as they're 16 points above the relegation zone. I think Arsenal will cruise to victory with a 4-0 win. Last but definitely not least is Man City versus West Ham. A win would hand Man City a 4th title in 4 years. Since West Ham have nothing to play for, I see an easy win for Man City. I think they'll win 3-0. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to smash that like, subscribe button for more videos like this.